love it. Okay. It's been so long. Welcome back, besties. I did a thing. First of all, when you see this, it's been a while that I filmed a video, especially a sit down video, but videos in general. Because everything you've seen the past couple weeks has been footage from June, because June was busy, very busy, but lots of nice and fun stuff. And so now I'm back. I'm on term break. When you see this, I'm like more than halfway through, or like pretty much halfway through, I think, through term break. But I have a coffee. You should get yourself a coffee or something, by the way, because this could be long. So we have to talk about something, because a few weeks ago, and I'm not speaking from when you see this, but right now in this moment where I'm filming this, a couple weeks ago, I told myself I should go on a book buying ban because I have too many unread books, and I should save up money for my holiday that is coming up so I can spend money there, potentially buy books on holiday, you know, do the nice kind of stuff. So that didn't work. And I did a bit of a thing which was a bit money intense. This is not the full stack. I've got more, but I've got a couple books and a few more next to me. So this is a book haul. Let's go. So my friends, get yourself a cup of tea, I don't know, a coffee, something to enjoy, a snacky snack maybe, because I got a few more books, and we're gonna start right off with The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which is, I believe, a football romance. Yeah, the things I've seen this on TikTok a lot, and I'm not necessarily into sports romance, but then again, I read like one or two, and it's not like I don't like them, so I was like, why not? I do have to admit, I ordered my books online, so, and I think they do put like the page number on there, so you could technically look up how many pages a book has, but I don't do that because I'm too busy browsing all the books I could potentially buy. Who cares about pages? I mean, I do kind of, but not in the buying process. I do when it comes to reading, and it's like just over 500 pages. And if you know me, if you've seen my previous book hauls or like book related videos, I hate books over like 350 pages. Not necessarily hate them, but I like to have kind of a quick read, at least, like somewhat quick. And I mean, 500 can be quick if the storytelling is like a fast-paced situation, but I prefer like 250 to 350. So this is a big of a chunkaroonie, but I will go to like get to that hopefully kind of soon-ish. I don't know, but yeah, I heard lots of good stuff about it. Apparently, it's very nice. Also, I heard like the author, Mariana Zapata, writes very good romance books, so I'm very excited. I think that's the first one I have by her, so I'm like a little extra excited about that. By the way, if the lighting changes, it is pissing it down right now. It has been for the past couple weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, I think, almost. So yeah, I'm working with whatever Mother Nature is giving us right now. But yeah, moving on to book number 2, we have What Happens After Midnight, which I bought just because I liked the design of the book. So that was like the main reason I bought it. But it does sound interesting. I think it's like a college or like a boarding school situation, and the main character, Lily, she is kind of like close to graduating, and then she kind of figures, I didn't really experience everything I could have experienced in that time. And I think she like enters a group in the last like weeks or months of her boarding school experience to get a little more funky and do more. But yeah, as I said, I love the cover. Oh, maybe not my face in there so it can focus. I don't know, but I think it's very pretty, and it sounded good, and I was like, why not? Also, something I figured afterwards is, and I have to go through my little stacky, not so little stacky stack actually, that I have here, is it's by the same author as The Summer of Broken Rules, which I also bought. And the thing is, this was like 2 different like separate book orders, and this one was in the first one, and then I saw this later and I bought it, but I didn't get the author connection. And when they were laying next to each other, I was like, I don't know, that's kind of like similar artwork, I guess, but like in a good way. And then I've read like who the author is, and I was like, well, that makes sense. And I think she got a new book coming up, which is also like design wise very similar, but like in a good way. Very pretty, very pretty. But yeah, anyways, book 3, The Summer of Broken Rules. Heard a lot about it. Everybody loved it, kind of, I think, at least from my book talk page experience. And the thing is, as I said, it's pissing it down right now. My window is there, so I was just looking out. So I'm not really in the summer mood to read that, because I don't know if you can relate, but you probably can, that you want to read like summery or like set in summer kind of books in summer, like so the vibes are right, but it's not really summery right now, at least not where I live. And so I feel like this has to wait. I'm kind of thinking about maybe taking that on my London trip in September, because I'm kind of hoping that weather is gonna pick up again a little bit at least, and so I feel like maybe then that could be something, but I don't know yet. We'll see how the weather holds up and how the vibes are and the mood is. But also, I mean, I have a couple weeks left until like 4 or 5-ish weeks until I go on holiday right now when I'm filming this. And the thing is, I just know like right now that when the time comes around that I have to pack and think about which books to take, it will be a struggle, because I might have a book like right now where I'm like, oh, that would be a great holiday read, but when the moment comes to pack my bag, I'll be like, yeah, maybe not, you know. So we'll see how that one goes. This is where it ends. And the thing is, I briefly heard about the title, but like it did ring a bell, but I was like, I don't know what that is about. And it sounds very interesting, because I think it's about like a school shooting, but it's like, I don't know if it's from different perspectives, I believe, and it kind of like shows the like time they spend, I think, kind of like locking up in school and stuff while in the shooting. So it's kind of like giving different perspectives of people's lives in a situation like that, I think. As always, I'm not prepared about what the books are about, so take it or leave it. But yeah, and I feel like that is very different, and not, I mean, usually most of the time I read like romance, not all the time. Love me a good like crime read or thriller or something, and other stuff as well, poetry girly, you know. But I feel like that was very different, or it feels very different. And I also like I browsed through at some point, it's different perspectives, and it also like includes kind of like text message stuff, and I like the formatting so far, like just from looking at it. I don't know if when I read it I will like it, but you know. That was book number 4, and then we move on to book number 5, which I was about to say is kind of like a controversy thing, which is not true. That's the wrong term. By the way, I'm sitting on the floor, just so you know. It is Icebreaker. Heard a lot about it. Lots of stuff. Actually, it's been on my For You page for a long while, a couple months back, and I liked the cover, and I was like, it looks so cute, and I feel like I would enjoy it. But at the same time, I never got around to buying it because I wasn't that into it, I guess. And a couple weeks like before I bought this, my best friend, who's not really a romance reader, was like, oh, I bought that as like an ebook. And I was like, huh? And then she started reading it, and I don't actually know if she liked it or if she hated it. I think she's not really a romance person, and I think there's a lot of spicy scenes in there potentially, if I'm not mistaken. And I think she was a bit like put off also by some of the wording, because I feel like a lot of the time romance novels use like certain terminology and stuff, which if you're not into romance books, even if you are into romance books, sometimes you're like a bit like, was that necessary to use that word or that term or like whatever. And I feel like if you're not even into romance at all and then you read stuff like that, like descriptions, you're like, what the fuck. So I think she didn't hate it, but she also didn't love it, and it's a bit thicker than I thought it would be actually from seeing it on TikTok. Might also just be my version, but God knows. But I'm very excited to read that, also because at this point I feel like everybody's read it, and even my best friend did, and she's not even into romance, as I said. And so I feel like I want to know what all the fuzz is about, because like it's been everywhere, and so your girlie wants to know. Then we move on to a very different thing, because it's definitely not a sports romance. Oh, by the way, second sports romance of the thing, which I don't know, like I don't hate them, but I mean it's different sorts of sports as well, but it's not like, I don't know, if I would be like a crazy football fan, I feel like I would enjoy that even a bit more, because I get all the terms and, you know, but I don't know, I feel like it could be nice, and I feel like a big hunky man never fails in the book world, you know. So anyways, moving on. Next book is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, and I bought this because I like witchy stuff, number one, and number two, I saw the cover, and there's a different version of this as well, but I decided to get this one at the end, I think. And I saw the other version, I believe, and I loved it because it looked so pretty. And then I saw, oh no, my page is a bit broken, like this, I don't know if you can see this, just fell off a page. Wait, that's like the edge of my, that's like the edge of my fucking book page. I don't know if you can tell, but excuse me, that book is brand spanking new, but it's missing a bit of its page, and it's actually an issue with multiple pages. I don't know what happened there, but the thing is, it's been laying around for so long, I don't think I can send it back. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like the top of the page, the corner. But yeah, I bought this because I saw the covers, this one and the other one. Maybe I'll put it like somewhere here. Enjoy. And I thought it was so cute. I was like, ooh, witchy stuff, and I'm not really into the demon thing per se, but you know, I love me a good witchy bit of tarot cards, all that I don't know if it's about tarot cards, but you know, you get the gist. And so I decided to get it. I feel like that could be a very like cute romance. Maybe I'm very wrong and it's not cute, but you know, so far it's giving, for me at least. Don't know how to feel about the demon thing. I feel like I have to see when I read it how they executed the demon situation, because I feel like sometimes when they do like magical creatures and stuff, and like, you know, angels and demons and all that shebang, I feel like sometimes it's just a bit like too extreme and just not giving, but we'll see how that one goes, and I'm very excited. Even if it's like, even if I dislike it, at least the cover is very pretty, so I'm winning at the end of the day, at least in my books. Ooh, wordplay. Books. We got Just My Type, which also has quite the cute cover, I would say. And it was giving kind of like social media journalism situations, and I think that is also what it is. It's Los Angeles based, or I think she's writing for like a Los Angeles based website, something. She's a columnist. Is that how you say it? Columnist? I think so. When you speak two languages but you don't speak them at all. But yeah, and it sounded very interesting, and it's also, I think, 340 pages roughly, so it's like right in my realm of a nice read. And I'm very excited to read that. I feel like maybe I should take that on my holiday. I feel like I should take every book on my holiday and at the same time no book at all from like the ones I have to read still. But it is what it is. But it's very pretty, and I also like, it's very pretty from the front, but I feel like the what is it called? The book spine, that's the word, there we go. It's also very pretty. It's very different like color wise, because that's like very light purple and that is very dark blue, but it's still very, very nice, and I'm very excited to read it. I just love stuff. I know that a lot of people hate when there's like modern stuff like Instagram and social media included in books. I don't mind it necessarily, depends on how it's like executed, but I'm an Instagram girly, you know, social media girly, I don't know. I just always enjoyed stuff like that, so most of the time I enjoy when it's mentioned, like I don't mind it. But I also love like journalism stuff and like creative writing and all that whole shebang, so I think this will be good. Very, very excited. Moving on to another book that is, I think, in my, oh, I think that's like 300 pages. Almost, not on the dot, 302. But I bought this also because of the cover. Surprise! I'm a girly, I'm for the aesthetics. Gotta be honest. Ooh, my eyeshadow matches the writing of the book. That was not planned, but still nice. It's called The Plus One, as you already saw, because I just put it in the camera. It's in my realm of like 355, not 55, 350 pages. There we go, speaking is hard, people. And it's like a wedding thing, and I feel like books that are related in some way, shape or form, story-wise, to a wedding is like a 50-50 situation, because it's either very like cute and like nicely executed, or it's like kind of cringe and you're like, that would never happen, you know. But I feel like this could be nice. Also, it's very pretty in my opinion, so I'm taking that. And that is very small, like the words are very small. That sounds like I'm a like 3rd grade reading level. I'm not, but I don't know. Anyways, small font. Period. That's what it is. Also, I was not aware, but I just found out right now there's a content warning page right at the beginning. And I like that. Like, not necessarily that I only read books that are so explicit or something that they need content warnings, but I like when authors do that just in case for people that need it and want to know what they get themselves into. So I think that's very nice and you know, good little extra. It is, I think it's kind of like an enemies to lovers thing as well, which I do like sometimes. So excited to read that. Alrighty folks, we are not on the final 3, but the final 4, kind of. Speaking of final, that was not planned by the way, but it was a good, what is the word? A good, I know the German word, but that's not helping right now. The perfect transition, God knows. Because the next book is, and I'm a bit mad about that, but we'll get to that, is Final Offer by Lauren Asher, which is the 3rd part of the Dreamland Billionaire series. First and foremost, I have not read book 1 or 2. I do own them. They're in my bookshelf. If you've seen my bookshelf reorganizing thing, you've seen them. I haven't read them, but I have 2 out of 3, and so I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna get all of them. I'm like this close to having all of them, even if I don't like it, whatever. But big but is the book spine is different, and I should have gotten one of the other ones. But basically what is different is, number 1, the font of the book title, and the number of the book is in the middle with the other ones. Why? Why would you do that? I don't think I'm the only one. I'm very sure I'm not the only one. Why is it that when there's book series or like similar designed books by the same author, which are not necessarily a series, but same author, same publisher, you know, and they have similar artworks, why is there differences like that? There's no need. Or like different heights. I ranted about that in my bookshelf reorganizing thing. I'm trying to link that somewhere. Up there. No. I think up there. Probably wrong. I don't know. No, it's not. I think up there. You'll find it anyways, or I'll link it in the description down below. But yeah, got the third part because I was like, why not finish having all the books, even though I have read none of them, just to have it. But I heard good stuff about them, and I feel like I could like them. I'll probably hate them so much now, because I'm just like, I'm so sure about me liking them that half the time that happens, I really hate it at the end. But, you know, let's not be mad about that. And I mean, I don't know yet. I really feel like I would like them. So, that should be good. And now I have it anyway. But yeah, I'm mad about that. Very, very mad. And I thought about getting the other two, like, new. But I was like, no. Because then I bought, like, 5 books to have a 3-part series just to have them match. I'm a crazy girl, but not that crazy. But then again, but no, and I wasn't able to find the third one in like the original design that 1 and 2 have, because that was what I wanted in the first place, but I wasn't able to, which still makes me mad, you know, still makes me mad. But yeah, that was that quick, not so quick rant, but I feel like a lot of you can relate. So then we have a little smaller book, which is Open Water, and I heard a lot about that. I think Jack Edwards talked about it as well. Shout out to him. He also made a bookshelf reorganizing video. Loved it. And it reminded me so much of the time when I was building my bookshelf, and I only have one of the big, like the regular big ones. And it was easy, but I also kind of hated it because it's like so repetitive. For me, it was more a thing of, I think it's nice and easy to put together, but the steps you have to do are so repetitive. So I would have gone crazy building all the shelves he has, but that's a different story. We got Open Water, which is a lot shorter than the rest. 100, not even 150 pages. Okay, I'm back. I just read through it. So they both went to private schools and got a scholarship. They're both black, and now they're both artists, photographer and dancer, as I said. And they fall in love, surprise. And it's kind of like their struggle of like trying to make a living in a big city that kind of doesn't want you, or it's like everybody is trying to make it in the big city, and also like the struggles of like racism and that kind of stuff, and like the fear of what could happen to them. So it's kind of like a thing of, will they be torn apart or not? I think they will be. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but I think that's what it is. But it's a quick read, so I feel like I should read that soon, because I've been in a reading slump, guys. A big reading slump. I don't know if I talked about that previously, but while I was still in uni, I mean, I'm still in uni, but I'm on term break right now, but actively within the semester, I didn't have the time to read. And when I did have a bit of time, I was like, I've been reading so much for uni and doing so many assignments, I just don't want to do it. I don't want any more words in my head. And so I didn't. Or I only did like on the weekends sometimes, or like when I was like in the bus on my way somewhere, and that was it. So I didn't get a lot of reading going, and I'm very behind on my goal, which isn't even that big. I think I have 35 books for this year, which is, I think, precisely the amount I read last year. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm like way behind. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited for term break. I'm gonna read so much. Oh my god, I want to read more, but I don't have the time, and now I have the time and I'm not feeling the vibes. Because I'm such a mood reader, and I have like a million unread books. So there's options, a lot of fucking options, but I'm just not, you know, I'm not feeling the vibes. And I have so many books, and I was like, I'm gonna order books and I'm gonna love it, and I haven't read any of them. And I don't have, like, I haven't read one book in term break, and I've been on term break for like 3 weeks now, I think, roughly. So, you know, it's not been going so well, but maybe that is my chance, because it's very short, like below 150 pages. So, and I feel like this is gonna be very giving as well. So maybe this is gonna save me, maybe not. I'm actually reading Book Lovers right now. I mean, not reading, but I started Book Lovers a couple weeks ago, and I'm like 50 pages in maybe. And I love Emily Henry, I do, but I don't know, like I want to read it, but I'm like, I want something new and exciting. And I did like an Instagram post a few days ago about that, where it was like all of my it was kind of like a meme thing, like, oh, I want to read more, and then all of my unread books, and it was kind of like, they were like, girl, what's going on? But yeah, I hope this is gonna like save me, fix me, help me, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. By the way, if you want to see more kind of about my reading, or be on track with how many books I read, because I have that in my Instagram bio, follow my Instagram, it's down below, and my TikTok as well, and something else, maybe my Pinterest. I feel like I put my Pinterest in there, I don't know, but yeah, check out my Instagram and stuff if you want to know more, or if you want to see what I'm doing in my free time. Sometimes, half the time it's me having coffee, actually, and like trying to work, like my actual work, or uni work, or one of my 25 writing projects kind of work, but you know, something is always happening. But yeah, hoping this will save me. Now we are down to the last two, and no, I'm gonna go with this one first. I was just thinking about which one to go with. We have a bit of a different thing now. We are leaving the romance novel situation, or like the novel situation, even though I think it is a novel, but not the classic one. I don't actually know. Maybe it's like a memoir, maybe it's not, I don't know. As always, I'm not prepared, but it is Year of Yes, which I bought a good few weeks ago because I had like a midlife crisis situation going on. I was like, I need like a bit of help, I need a better mindset. And then a few days ago I realized my mindset has been good all along. So I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it's kind of just in general like a thing of just saying yes more to stuff, to like take the chance instead of like it's good to say no to certain things, and it's good to keep boundaries, obviously important, and you know, that kind of stuff, and like not saying yes to things you dislike. But it's also important to say yes sometimes in the sense of like taking chances, and just, you know, sometimes you just need a jump start, and you just have to like jump straight in, just be like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and then just do it. So we'll see how that one goes. Actually, I feel like I should have read this as soon as I got it, because I was in the mood to have that, and now I'm like, I mean, I will read it definitely because I need more yeses in my life, but I don't know, I feel like this is very different compared to the rest that I just showed you, which is kind of odd, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, there's a nice bit to the title, by the way, because it's Year of Yes, how to dance it out, stand in the sun, and be your own person. And I think that's like a fitting description of what we're trying to achieve by reading this, because you know, life is can be so simple sometimes. Not always, obviously, because life is hard, but sometimes we just have to appreciate the simple things and just do something nice and small for ourselves and for other people. I got Happy Place by Emily Henry because there's finally a paperback version, which we love because I'm a paperback girly. Which is odd, by the way, because when I was a child and I was big into reading, I was a hardcover girly, like a hardback one. And I would be so mad if people got me, like, if I had a series and one person got me like one part of the series as like a paperback and the rest was hardback, because it's like, it looks so different and the size is different and you know, all that kind of stuff. And these days I would rather not have a book if there's only a hardback version. So I'm in a paperback club, it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's beautiful. I love Emily Henry, as I said, but it's bigger, it's taller, how fucking dare you, than all the other ones. And I was so like cautious about buying this because I was waiting for a paperback, and at the beginning my local bookstore only had the hardback version, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. I want to have it, but I'm not gonna buy it like this because I want all of them to be the same fucking thing. Because all the other Emily Henry books I have are paperbacks. So far, so good. So I buy this finally because I was, you know, browsing, buying more books, as you saw. And I was like, finally there's a paperback version, but my dumbass did not read the measurements that I could have looked up, just like the, you know, number of pages in other books. But, you know, that's on me. And I didn't, because I was like, it's gonna be the same size, isn't it? And it got here and I was like, that looks tall, but then again, I feel like the American versions, that's also something, I was so cautious and like conscious about the decision of buying this, and I was like, I want the, I think it's the American covers, because the UK covers are like shorter and like very different designs, because I have all of the rest in the American versions, and I was like, I need the American version. So I did get the American version. That was a lot of saying that, but you know, you get it. And it's a different fucking size. It's a different damn size, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And I thought, literally thought about sending it back out of spite, and because why the fuck is it taller? Why is it a different measurement? Like, it's the same fucking author. But then I was like, no, because I didn't find a version that is the same size as all the other ones, and I was like, just in case there will never be a matching version, I'd rather have it in a different size than not having it at all in this scenario, because at least it's a paper bag and it's pretty, it's pink. But you know, not the dream, really not the dream. But I'm very excited to read this as well. I feel like I'm gonna take this on holiday, but then again, it's such a big book. Like, this is your average book size, and then you got the other one, so I don't know. It's a big bitch, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll read it before I go on holiday, because that takes up a lot of space. Maybe I should like take smaller books, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably give you like a holiday TBR or something, or you see me read in a vlog. I don't know. There will be holiday vlogs, by the way, just so you know. Be excited for that. I'm excited, very excited, guys. Like, genuinely, I've been waiting for this for so long. I booked my stuff so many months ago, waiting for my term break, waiting for all that kind of stuff, and I'm fucking excited. But you'll see that very soon. But yeah, I'm excited to read it. Still waiting, as I said, with the, what is the title? I forgot the title. The other summer book. God damn it. The Summer of Broken Rules, that one. With this one as well, I'm waiting for more summery weather and like sunny weather, because it's been pissing it down for a while now. And I mean, on the cover it has like happy people being like in the water and like enjoying summer, I assume. So I need summer vibes, you know. I need to be out in a park in the sun and enjoy reading a book, or having a coffee somewhere but it's sunny, and you know, it's just like summer vibes. That's what I need. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Hopefully soon get over being mad over the size of this. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely rest of the Sunday, rest of the week, whenever you watch this. Check out my Instagram or something. I don't know, I feel like you would enjoy that, potentially. Maybe not. Have fun with it though. But yeah, check that out, and like, subscribe, comment. This is still odd to me to say that, because I don't know, I feel like I'm begging people for stuff, which is not the case, but anyways, you get it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Share your favorite book if you're a summer reading kind of person, or whatever. Share something, I don't know. But yeah, that was it, guys, for this week, and I'll see you next week.